today from Lake Torrens. Hopefully the audio is alright because it's quite a gust of wind at the moment. Here's my bike. I've just ridden through Andamooka and I've had to come out to the lake. This is where I camped in 2017 in four-wheel drive, and when I come here in the evening, it was as still as not a breath of air, and I set up camp, exact spot, and then in the middle of the night the wind come through and it was fearful. It ripped the awning over my four-wheel drive, and when I woke up in the morning, all the best I could do was just try and pack up and get moving. Didn't try and make myself a cup of tea or anything, and yeah, that's when I discover this property that I've been on a couple of times now, and I'm heading there tomorrow. Spoken to the station owner, he's pretty cool. Obviously the precautions, they're taking a little bit worried because if something goes wrong, they're kind of the ones that come and get you. That and, I don't know, maybe an ambulance, I don't know. But yeah, I just had to come back to this spot because it was just so surreal, and it was kind of where I figured that the wind doesn't make a noise until it hits something. Yeah, it's like you're on the moon, it really is. It's incredible. Anyway, I just had to do a short bit of this because it's a pretty amazing place. The ride in's pretty rough and bumpy. Took me a little while to travel, not too far, but I just sort of took my time. Not in a rush. I'm going to head back to where I'm staying now and get unpacked and see if I can get myself a beer. Anyway, there you go. Lake Torrens from the south end. Cheers. South end? I think I'm halfway. Actually, no, I'm a bit over halfway, to be honest. Yeah, I'm a bit northern end of halfway. God, silly bugger. Anyway, the distance is just a shimmering haze. Cheers. Give us a like. I'm in Andamooka. I'm about to head north onto Mulgrew Station. Bit nervous actually because I've had a few trying to talk me out of it. I've done it twice in a four-wheel drive. I'm just going to play it smart. If it gets too tough, I'm just going to turn around and go the very long way. But better off going the long way than pushing a bad situation. So yeah, pretty unhospitable country out here. It gets to 50 something degrees in the summertime around here. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, beautiful sunrise, topped up with some fuel. They got one of those unmanned fuel stops here, so if you do need fuel, they've got it here. Yeah, about to head off. Anyway, cheers. I've had to take a break. These sand dunes are killing me. This bike is not meant for sand dunes, and what doesn't help is all the crap I've got on the bike, a lot of which I don't frickin' need. Yeah, well, that comes with experience, I guess. Yeah, I just dropped the bike back there before, and picking it up takes a lot of effort. I had a bit more time because it fell on the left side, but yeah, the time before, so I've dropped it twice, it dropped on the right side and fuel starts coming out through the cap. So I try and get it up quickly, but I freaking hurt myself doing it. I'm not sure how far I'm into these sand dunes. I remember they didn't go for, they weren't forever. Like, it was in relative to the whole property, it's a reasonably short distance of sand dunes, and when you're in a four-wheel drive, it's actually a bit of fun to come into the sand dunes and sort of belt along, rather than the tough rocky stuff where it can be really slow going sometimes in a four-wheel drive. So you sort of enjoy it, but on a bike, Jesus, no. yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna catch my breath and drink a bit more water, and then I'll keep soldiering on. Well, I made it through the sand dunes. Took a fair old while, and even when the main ones were over, there were still these smaller ones that were almost as exhausting, and I even dropped it again on one of the small ones. But I've made it through, and now I'm on this really rocky terrain. Now, I'm pretty sure the last time I was here, not last time, the first time I was here, I drove up one of those mountains in my four-wheel drive. There's a spot, so on the way back this way last time, I didn't even see the track to go next to it, and I was right near it, so I don't know what I did. So I'm going to look out for it today. Lake Torrens over there. The distance is just a shimmer, it disappears. It's crazy, but yeah, thank you know what that I've made it past the sand dunes, because that was the main thing that was kind of worrying me. It's all pretty tough going, but you know, just set your pace and don't take any stupid risks, and she's all good. Yeah, you just gotta be prepared to deal with those dunes. Alright, I'm gonna get some water in me. I didn't quite get up this one, and it was gonna be too dangerous. The track that actually goes up, it goes up the face. If you're in four-wheel drive, it's one thing, but on my own, my bike, nah, I'm not gonna push it. So anyway, heading back down, probably got halfway up, I'm gonna head back down, continue on my merry way. Well, it seems all those years ago I got it all wrong. No, not all those years ago. When I came back, I got it all wrong. This is where I came up to. It's a shame, because I did see the track when I was here last July with my family. It's a lovely spot to stop. This isn't even the main bit of Lake Torrens. This is just like a little bit off to the side. It's huge. Hey, I gotta have a proper break. I'm gonna have something to eat and drink some water. Check my distances. Get the fuel out of the jerry can off the back and into the tank, so I get a bit of weight off. Yeah. Anyway, bloody beautiful up here, and the day is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Anyway, time for something to eat. Cheers. I thought the sand was over. I've been tackling it for the last few kilometres. Oh god, I'm so tired, and it's getting pretty hot. I'm really close. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm really close. I think it's about 15 or more kilometres. And you know, you start sort of getting your hopes up that you've almost made it to the end, and then you cop some of this. I dropped it, and I really struggled to get it back up again. Anyway, keep moving forward. That's option A and B. Yep. Cheers. Well, it's day after, and I got into Arkaroola about 7 o'clock last night. It was one of the toughest days of my life. Something you sort of go, no, but it truly was. Hours of sand dunes. The road from the station was pretty bad for a motorbike, because there was so much loose stuff, so much actual bull dust, not loose sand, but bull dust, which was the absolute worst. It took me so long to get to Farina, and then from Farina made my way down south, and I wasn't mucking about. I wasn't stopping like I probably should. And I got to last town on the highway, and they've said, "Oh, you better get moving. It's going to get dark soon." And I was like, "I know." And I pushed and I pushed, and I was coming up through these ranges. It was getting darker and darker. And I had the old roos jumping out in front of me, and I was really getting tired again. And the lights weren't doing, as good as sitting in your four-wheel drive with all the crazy lights you got on those things. And I finally got here, and I was a freaking zombie yet again, and they looked after me pretty good when I got here. Accommodation, which is another video, is very basic, so I've upgraded. But on that about yesterday and how tough it really was, I was oh, this is a helicopter landing pad. I was talking to old mate who owns the station, and he actually offered me a job. He said, if you want a few months worth of work, and then he said, if you're ever up Northern Territory, he gave me his details. He said, you ever come up Northern Territory, you got a place to stay. I was like, wow, thank you. But he said that they had a rally on his property. They've had a couple of rallies, and cars and motorbikes, and they had TV crews with them and everything following them. And the advanced group was 2 hours behind schedule, and the next group was 6 hours behind schedule. And they had this one enduro rider from Japan, and he pulled up to the farmhouse, and he lied on the ground, and he's there going, "No more sand dunes, no more sand dunes," and he absolutely looked spent. And old mate was laughing, because he's like, I actually said that when I got there, I rocked up and I said, "Oh mate, I can deal with everything else on your property, but those bloody sand dunes." And this Japanese rider didn't realise that he was only halfway there. He had to still get to Andamooka, so he had a long way to go. But point being was, if it's frickin', professional enduro riders hating it and struggling with it and all of that, I was thinking, well, you know what, I've done not too bad, and I spoke to some adventure riders this morning, and they definitely sympathised with me and knew the situation. They were sort of older blokes, older than me, and they said, no thanks, they've done sand and they don't want to really do it again. Yeah, but it was definitely one hell of an experience, I can tell you. There's people walking up that hill. I am taking an easy day today. I wanted to get a flight over the ranges, but not enough people booked in, so there's one tomorrow, but I don't have time tomorrow. I've got to head south. Yeah, it's funny that your expectations of things and how you think. I was very nervous about you yesterday, and probably rightly so. Drank all my water, and it was only 22, 23 degrees. I drank all my water. Farmer topped me up a bit more. I ran out again. So yeah, it goes to show, even at this time of year, and it's, what are we in, May, there's no mucking about. Yeah, but anyway, I just wanted to end there. It definitely was awesome adventure. Absolutely loved it. And to say I wouldn't do it again, I don't know. I might do that again, but there's other places to see, so I want to go and venture some new places, preferably ones without sand dunes. Yeah, give us a like. I've got lots of 360 footage that I've just got to wait till I get back to Melbourne and edit it all and put some stuff together. But yeah, so show your appreciation. I mean, it helps me out a bit, and yeah, I'm going to go and download some footage now and contemplate. We're getting closer to lunch. I'm going to see if I can do a repair to the bike. Not sure how they're going to feel about me working on the bike. They're a bit funny in some of these places. The restaurant's really good here. Really liked it. Dinner was good last night, but I hadn't eaten from all day. I didn't eat breakfast. I had one muesli bar thing, they're large ones, at around 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock, something like that, and that was all I ate all day. So when I did get my meal, it was a nice big meal, and it was really nice, but I couldn't finish it because I think my stomach had shrunk so much. Yeah, so today I've had a good breakfast today, and I'm just trying to get the water back into me and rehydrate, because tomorrow I've got about 8 odd hours on the bike heading south. I've cut the trip short by 1 day. The bike copped a bit of a beating yesterday. Got a few issues, so I've got to sort of be a bit more careful. There's no more rough riding after, well, once I get out of these ranges. There's nothing more it's going to be challenging. Most of it will be dirt roads or just highways. So yeah, yeah, if you do, don't be scared. You'll be amazed if you've got a bit of an idea and you've got a bit of nous, and you can talk to these people and be friendly with them. I mean, God, this farmer offered me a job. It's the 3rd time I've been on his property, and he's a really nice bloke, really switched on. And if you've got a bit, now if you're a bit of a dimbat, then they sort of treat you as such. But yeah, I'm glad I've got that contact, because I do want to go up to the Northern Territory. It'd be nice to stay on a working station, because they're definitely an awesome place to be. All right, anyway, I'll keep rambling now. I'm just gonna go and do what I said, and have some lunch, and yeah, sort of basically rest up for my big day tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Give us a like, subscribe, whatever. And yeah, hopefully I'll have those 360 videos together soon. Cheers. All right, stay safe.